Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi, this is Pooja and you're watching me on IWM Buzz.
Hi, this is Makrand Deshpande.
Yes,
It is me. And you are watching me on IWM Buzz.
Alright guys, welcome to another show over here at IWM Buzz, and today I'm really lucky and fortunate to have two really special guests with me who are coming up with this beautiful show called The Verdict, State Vs Nanavati. First of all, it's a pleasure having you over beside me, sir, in the same frame. I mean, unbelievable. And with him, sir, Pooja ma'am. I've seen her work on television and it's the first chat that we are having today, and it's a beautiful thing. So the first thing that I want to ask you, sir, is your character, Chandu Trivedi. Tell us a bit more about the character sketch, and because I have been following your work since childhood. My mother used to watch this television soap called Kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, and I used to watch it with her. And this role of Vijay Saxena, sir, that you have played that point of time just fascinated me, that it's such an uber cool lawyer. So over here as well, sir, you are coming to the law portion. How do you look at the entire scheme of things, and just tell us a bit more about the character?
Good Lord, I'm just a commerce graduate and somebody says that I play or look lawyer. I think that's really some kind of a compliment, and that's what I think is the prerogative or some, I used to always tell my parents that don't worry, I don't study, but one day I will do all possible those roles. Of course the doctor could never come next to me, but yes, a lawyer and a criminal, both I have played. And about Chandu Trivedi, I would say that it was actually little, uncanny that when you are 53, you've been asked to play somebody who's 32, 34, and you feel, is it really? Can I? And then that's the, called makeover, that there is a face hidden behind your face. They always say that one is made up of so many faces. So I just dropped this one face which is being seen by people, and I just realized, whoa, there's another face which really fits Chandu Trivedi. And prosecutor, lawyer, and in a case which was supposed to be an open and shut case, so he really didn't have to do much. So, but all of a sudden it is, जो कहते हैं जब शनि आपकी राशि में आता है तो everything blows out of proportion, they say it. So I think वैसा कुछ हो गया, उस केस की राशि में शनि आ गया, और and it just that prosecutor became important in that whole case, and I was glad that I was even considered. I don't want to know the backstory, but certainly I'm glad that I played this, and it is one of the very important roles for me, because after performing, whenever I used to return back home, I used to feel that I should act more, and I think that's a good feeling.
Absolutely. And ma'am, what about you? You're playing a journalist over here.
Yeah.
So, there are certain values that you have and that you show in the project, you're absolutely intolerant to anything that goes wrong with women. So in reality, what are the kind of things that you find similar with your characteristic in the project with your character?
A lot of things. One of the few being the fact that I want to stand with the truth. I want to highlight the fact and not fiction, and not the stories for entertainment. These are the principles on which basically Vidya believes in, and that is what makes her different from you will see Rusi, the character that Saurabh sir plays, and another media house we have in the show called Blitz magazine. So I think these are the qualities that make her different from everybody else, and I think these are the qualities that I also firmly believe in. I believe in no drama. I believe in facts. I believe in knowing the truth and highlighting them. And of course, I got to play a journalist. Jesse sir was mentioning that as an actor, I think we are the most fortunate bunch of creatives because we get to play different people, different professions every day. We get to live their life. We get to be them. We get to breathe them. We have them in our blood for as long as we're playing them. I have been fortunate enough to have been able to play a lawyer in the past, a doctor, a cardiothoracic surgeon, and this time it was a reporter, and that too a reporter from after independence, and who was involved in a case that was highly controversial, and how she contributed to, making a woman's voice being heard, and why a woman's voice was also important to be heard. So yeah, very fortunate that I was finalized to play this.
And tell me something. This is something I want to ask both of you. That I mean, I understand the fact that it's different from Rustam and the story is entirely different. Rustam was an adaptation, while this is the story.
Correct.
But with respect to the general audience's perspective, they will feel that अरे यार इसके ऊपर तो film हम लोग ने देखा है. So what can be different from this? So to that audience, what would be your message to that audience, and sir, your message to that audience as well? Because they might not think that categorically कि अच्छा ये adaptation है. They'll think that way it looks very similar, so why should we watch this? So what is your message to them?
See, I think a lot of this is a real case that happened. So many films have been made on Bhagat Singh. So many films have been made on independence. So many films have been made on different historical characters. So I think everyone's take is different. The crux could be the same, but the take is different. What I would like to say is that, when what you saw in the movie was from a man's point of view, and you got to see it in 1.5 to 2 hours. So it was a very concise storyline. Here, you will see in our disclaimers also that it's actually the way it is. It is facts. It is clearly stated that the facts have been kept as they were. I think the characters and everything from art to every little piece in the corner that you will see in every frame has been kept the way it was, that it has been noted down, and obviously you get to see it in much more detail because you have a web series of 10 to 12 episodes and every episode has 1 hour, so you get to explore the whole truth, the whole aspect of it. And what makes it very, very different is that this is from a woman's point of view. This is from Sylvia Nanavati's point of view.
Yeah.
And what happened to her, with her, what was her truth, what she went through, what she had to face, how the laws affected her, everything from her point of view. So that would be a very interesting take for the viewers.
And so your message to them?
I think web series is a format which is a recent phenomena, I say that, and every platform eventually attracts some subjects, and I think this is the one, which is the right one, and doesn't matter if there's a film before. I mean, people remake those films,
Yeah.
Then what is the point in thinking about a film and then a web series, Yes, it just gives us or the creator more leeways to add more details which has not been seen, or they felt it was not that important, if not insignificant. So this becomes more, as we call it, you have HD image. So I think now this case in web series you will have the HD version of
the higher quality of it.
the high quality, because there is more matter. What it says is that.
And sir, when there's a lot of content that's being made on web series. I mean, with respect to the variety, there's a lot of story making and the story narratives that probably might not get a film release but gets that web release. So I mean, it's with respect to the content. So what do you have to say regarding that leverage that directors get? Do they think since you have also been a part of web series, so do you think that directors take that additional leverage to make it into the web series?
See, filmmaking is not about only making a film. You have to market it also, and then you have to see whether it is viable or not. The investment in making and marketing is similar. So it becomes a film which is, eventually you have to figure out whether it is a plus project or not, and then it is too late by then. So there are many films, if you see, they've been made and yet not seen the light of the day. But in web series, you can minimize the risk of investment and can add more value for your money. So it is a win-win situation, and actors also have lately realized that maybe this is a better platform or the medium, because it is giving you more number of scenes, a little more detailed, or little bit space to perform or have your pauses as well, where the films don't really allow, or even television may give you more longer scenes, but maybe they are trivial or maybe they are frivolous. So I think overall, for the creator, for the viewer, and for the actors who are the mediums to take it from the writing to even I think what web series needs is great writing. So I think in films, unfortunately, writers, all it is. So.
And ma'am, this question is to you that there's a scene in the project where Angad Bedi, the character of Angad Bedi, he literally asks Ellie in the court, Sylvia Nanavati in the court, that how many men you have slept with. Now this is something that is really, really, I won't say in the court scene, but then this is something women go through daily in their lives. The similar kind of things that happen, women get asked different kinds of uncomfortable questions, which is absolutely their personal side of it. Now your character is something that cannot tolerate all that in reality as well. So the women who actually face those kind of situations in reality, what would be your message to them so that they can actually tackle that?
I think women all across through ages now have realized that this is something that has become so inevitable. These kind of personal attacks or personal harassment or uncomfortable questions, and women are very now getting stronger, are stronger to deal with such questions, and they know very well how to shut them up or plainly ignore them. It's not the women I want to give message to, because women, the only choice that women have is either keep shut and ignore or actually give it back. These are the only two options for anyone in a situation like this. But it's the men that I want to give a message to, that it's not making you more of a man.
Absolutely.
It's not going to boost your ego by doing that. It's only making you
anything but a man.
Anything but a man, for a lack of a better word. So yeah.
It's been a pleasure talking to you both, and I wish you all the best for this project and wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. Right.